Hello, everyone. I am talking today with my dear friend Mary, who is in Paris, which is where we met. Hi, Mary. How's it going?
Great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, can you tell uh, our big, huge audience where you are from?
I was born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska, and I lived a little bit of time in Chicago before moving to Paris, France,
Cool.
where I am now.
Yeah. Can you tell us about maybe the first time you told a story and what that felt like?
The first time I told a story, it was on the show, and it was for a smaller audience, which was very good for me because I was very nervous. The first story was really nerve-wracking for me, and I've done two stories since, and every time I tell a story, it gets easier and easier. The first story I just rehearsed and thought about my story for a month maybe, and now I don't need that much time.
Oh, that's cool.
So it shows you get better with time, or it gets easier, I guess.
Yeah, awesome. Have you ever told a story on stage?
No. Oof. That
Yeah.
kind of scares me, actually. I actually really enjoy, and I maybe prefer, I don't know, I haven't never tried on stage, but I really like the online.
Yeah, because you're comfy at home.
Comfy at home. Yeah.
Yeah. Same with me. Like I've never had a show like at a venue. I've never hosted a show at a venue. And I'm thinking maybe one day I will do it. But like one of the reasons why I started the storytelling show online in January was because I'm an introvert and I'm shy and I'm very comfy behind my screen.
Yeah.
So it allows me to connect with people and to give them a platform for their stories, but also, in my comfort zone.
Well, I think it's great too because, where I live, storytelling is not a thing here. I mean, maybe it is, maybe it's kind of underground a little bit, but it's not very much part of the culture. So this gives me a chance, especially like during quarantine, there's a lot of storytelling shows that went online, and I got to buy tickets and watch storytelling shows online that I know I would have never been able to see in real life because I'm just not in those cities. So I love it.
Awesome. What's your favorite storytelling show?
I would have to say Risk. I listen to that podcast. I never miss an episode. Those stories are just so intriguing. I've really learned so much from that podcast. I was like, wow, this is so different from my life, how other people are living. And I love that.
Does it give you ideas sometimes of things like, oh yeah, I could say that about my life? Or
I mean, Risk, I think the people that tell stories on Risk are very open about their life, and I think it's a level that I'm not willing to go to in front of the public. So not necessarily Risk. I think more if I listen to The Moth or something, or even stories on Bodies of Stories, gives me more inspiration of like, oh yeah, that's a topic that I could talk about. That's something that I have something to say.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, Risk is like vulnerability plus.
Yes, those people that tell their stories on that show, hats off.
Yeah, it feels so great to listen to though, because like, oh yeah, like it's something I would never tell anyone, but now I don't feel so alone with it.
Yeah, and you really learn a lot about how it's a lot about relationships and how people are like relating to other people, and people who are way more open sexually than I am, like about telling the world what they're exploring sexual stories. And I love that because, it's really hidden from the main culture. Maybe you'll speak about that with your girlfriends or something, but it's kind of hidden. And I love that on that podcast, it's not, and there's no shame. So it's great.
Yeah, and it's cool. So Risk is in the US, but they do shows in the right time zone for Europe sometimes, right?
Yeah, they did one that was, it was around 7 or 8 o'clock at night, my time. They specifically did it for the European audience. And so.
Right. Because otherwise you would have to get up at like 3 a.m. to watch the thing or something.
Yeah, because I think they do it like at 8 o'clock, maybe at like New York time. And so we're 6 hours ahead of that. So it's like really in the middle of the morning.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. So yeah, so you're gonna be part of the festival because Bodies of Stories number 6 on June 14th is part of the 24-hour True Storytelling Festival, which is 1 hour is a different show, a different time zone. It starts on the Saturday, June 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then for 24 hours, we keep changing almost every hour, sometimes every 2 hours, going west. And then going around the globe. We're going to have over 100 storytellers. We have 12 or 14 storytelling producers who have their own show in their town. We're going to have shows from New Jersey, Florida, New York, Vancouver, Regina, Saskatchewan. We're going to have the UK, New Zealand, I believe, Australia, different places, and Toronto and Montreal.
And Paris.
And Paris! We're going to have storytellers, I think, in even more places than that, but like the producers are,
So cool.
Yeah. So Bodies of Stories usually is within a Zoom meeting. So it's like you can see everyone and you feel like you're in the same room as much as possible online. But so the festival will be in a webinar. So you won't be with the audience. It will be just us, you guys, the storytellers, you and 5 other storytellers during my hour. And myself, and so it will be a bit different, but it's also like, I don't know, I'm very excited about it. I think it will be both like more intimate and not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So we are raising donations for different charities in every city where we have a producer. So the list of charities people can find on the Eventbrite, which will be in a link down below. And so tune in. The festival starts at 8 p.m. in Toronto on the Saturday, June 13th. And for 24 hours, you get to hear wonderful stories from everywhere in the world on the theme of when the impossible becomes possible. True stories of unexpected surprises, human resilience, and coming through on the other side. I'm so excited for people to hear your story. And anything you want to tell us?
I'm just excited, and I hope all of you come and join us because it's going to be great.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I want to say that it gives me an opportunity to spend a little time and to do something with you, Mary, my friend, who I met, I think it was 2014 in Paris. So that's pretty cool. Like that's my little moment of, I don't know, being with my friend because I live away from where I grew up and lived for the bigger part of my life. Yeah. So I'm very happy.
Me too.
Well, I hope you have a nice day. Be safe in Paris. I know people are deconfined, if I can say that. And, just take care, and I will talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
See you on the
next
show.
week.
Okay, bye.